Space, the final frontier. These are the episodes of the web series Engage. It's 7, your mission, to watch and discuss Star Trek, to seek out insightful commentary and crass humor, to boldly go where many reviewers have gone before.
Welcome to Star Trek Engage. Back again for another adventure in deep space and deep dick jokes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I got no response to that. I got nothing.
Right. Did you guys ever think that you would live to see a day when both Anna's O-Face and Dermy Wormy looking like a John Wayne Gacy mugshot were in the same intro?
No, probably not.
I don't think she was expecting it either.
She's not even here to respond to it either, which is even funnier.
I like that I had the scene with the ladies and then immediately followed up by getting choked out by Khan.
Right.
I love that moment. It's just basically what I do. Your look is just like, hey, what? Hey.
I love Adam's face too, like at the end of his little thing where it's got like this look of concern, like I could die at any minute.
I love the face I made for you, Ryan, where like you got that creepy kind of like perverted smile.
Hey, man.
It's like that. Hey, how you doing?
So far?
Hey, it fits, man. I mean, because technically, I'm considered the captain of this fucking voyage, even though I'm not in control today. I got number one in charge, but no, rapey Kirk comes out quite a bit, so I think it fits.
Kenzo's asking where the ladies are at.
Where are the ladies at? I think Anna had a thing that came up that she had to go be present for last minute, so she won't be making it today, unfortunately. But she is with us in spirit, and obviously in the intro with that hilarious expression.
You know what? More martinis for us.
Oh yeah, and I added her to the thumbnail too, so she didn't say anything. I guess she didn't notice.
I don't know. She probably didn't see it. So, but yeah, so we will be today. We're doing episode 10 of the original series, the Corbomite maneuver, and I keep fucking it up. I almost always say carbonite.
Yeah, no,
That's fair. That's fair.
It's kind of an easy goof.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm in the captain's chair today. I have the con because fuck Ryan.
No, the captain's just being fucking lazy.
He was up too late last night with the martinis. I just kept feeding him to him.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I think there's drinks galore, and some of them are even administered by the doctor in this episode. So
there fucking is.
So shall we get into it?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do this.
Yeah, look at that ship on a string.
1 degree to overlap. Stand by to photograph.
That man is playing Galaga.
That man is playing Galaga. You thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
3 days of this now, sir.
This guy pissed me off the entire episode.
Yeah, he was a little bit annoying.
Negative, Lieutenant. We're the first to reach this far.
Isn't he the guy that Chekhov replaces?
Well, essentially. Well, he's latest guy in seat that Chekhov will occupy starting next season.
Right. It's kind of like in it's kind of like in the Next Generation when they went to the movies. They could never get a helmsman that would stick around longer than one movie.
Right.
Well, it's either that or bring back Wesley. So fuck that.
Ugh.
Ugh. Why? Why would you suggest that? What do you hate us?
Visual contact.
This is kind of an interesting graphic for the time.
Yeah. I was like, why is there a Rubik's Cube flying at me?
They did refine it a little bit in the remaster. It's a little
Yeah, this episode doesn't look like it was remastered, so we're seeing kind of the original editing here.
It's a little better in the remaster. And from my point is, it's like, Sulu, you speak rainbow. Why don't you translate for us? Now, obviously, we also just saw this is one of those episodes where they hadn't decided Uhura's color yet.
Wow, what the fuck?
Still in the yellow. What are you talking about? She wore a yellow uniform. What are you talking about?
He's stuck with the uniform. Come on.
Oh, that color. I was thinking.
It's the everlasting gobstopper. Run.
That was kind of my first thought too. Was everlasting gobstopper?
Yeah, see, I saw a Rubik's Cube when I first saw it. I was like, "Why is there a Rubik's?"
Well, so did I. I'm just making the extra.
All right, so let's skip past the intro a little bit.
What I love here is that Anna's not here for this, and this is a great Anna moment coming up now with Kirk.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It's an absolute rebuttal to all that shit she's been talking about Kirk's beer gut. No, he's doing all right.
Oh yeah, no, he's hitting it hard and for his physical turning cough, bro. Even in the episode, what in her defense, they did say that Kirk gained a couple of pounds, so they gave him a green diet.
They did. I think that was it was interesting. I was watching this last night, and I was like, it's been I was like a kid the last time I saw this episode, and I'm watching and I was just like, why is everybody being so like, snarky and mean? Like even Spock's getting in on it. But he makes a crack coming up here in a little bit about the adrenaline glands and how inconvenient they are, and you should maybe consider having that removed.
Oh, I love that part. That is so good.
On the bridge, Mr. Spock immediately ordered general alert. My location, sick bay.
Yeah, baby.
Just a few seconds more. Just a few seconds.
So he's got an erection lasting more than 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, there.
How much worse is that with no audio or with no visual?
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, you're killing me. Oh,
Oh, you're. Jeez.
I love it how he's just like, red alert. Yeah, I'm not going to tell him. I'm not going to tell him. Whatever.
The last one I tell. Kirk here.
look at that sweaty specimen of a man.
I know, right?
I love how he just goes walking around the ship shirtless.
I was really hoping he was going to go to the bridge like this. I was hoping.
I know, with his shirt around his neck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he looks for every reason possible to not be wearing a shirt at some point during every episode.
Well, if your shirts keep getting ripped, you wouldn't want to wear them either.
What's the point?
Well, it's gonna rip anyways. I love he walks around the ship shirtless.
I love it. He's like, yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going? Good to see you.
This here,
Yep,
this here was.
Yep.
They're perky.
Yep, that's my nipples.
Yeah. This here was the first part where I noticed the snarkiness and McCoy
Bones.
is great in this scene. He's like, I'd just be talking to myself.
I jumped every time the light came on around here. I'd end up talking to myself.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Yep, I'm sweaty.
He looks like he got extra oiled up before they walked through the hallway.
It's not just any shirt. It's the captain's casual shirt, I think, that he's got around his thing. I think it might be the captain's.
Yeah, it is.
Caucasian
I love how he's wearing it tight. I love he's wearing it around his neck he's wearing it around his neck like a sweater.
It's sweater weather.
Just like that. With his nips hanging out.
Yes, it's good.
Oh yeah.
Captain to bridge.
Spock here.
Any changes?
Negative. Whatever it is, it seems to want to just hold us here.
Any indication of danger from it?
Negative.
I'll change first. Captain up.
All decks have reported rain, Mr. Bailey.
I'll change first. He comes up, still shirtless, even more oiled up.
He's seen he gets sweatier, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
Raising my voice back there. I was scared I couldn't do my job. I happen to have a human thing called an adrenaline.
It sound most inconvenient, however. Have you considered having it removed?
I mean,
Feels like, yeah, I'm gay. Shit.
I know.
Every time. Captain to bridge.
Spock here.
Any signs of life?
Negative.
Have you tried all hailing frequencies?
Affirmative. No answer from the queue.
Have the department heads meet me on the bridge.
Already standing by.
That's action.
I mean, that was some Zack Snyder filmmaking right there. Get a little bit of handheld shaky cam here.
Oh yeah.
Lieutenant Uhura.
Hailing frequency still open, sir. I get no message from
She was like,
that's like, hey there. I'm on camera.
He's like, "Hey."
107 meters. Mass, a little under 11,000.
Sees the cube. Is it Pride Month already?
I'll buy speculation.
I'd sell it if I had any. That's a solid cube. How something like that can sense us coming, block us, move when we move, it beats me.
See that? Here's what that bothers me a little bit. It's space, 360 degrees, and they can't get around it.
Yeah. I mean, it comes clear here in a moment that it's under its own power and it's maneuvering to intercept. But yeah, you like there's no reason that they couldn't just like back away, right?
Yeah.
Especially when we find out later what exactly it is. Like they could have just backed away.
Yeah. That's one of the things I always look for in space sci-fi is, are we going to remember that space is literally three-dimensional, z-axis,
Yeah.
x-axis, y-axis, especially because in Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan, it's let's remember we exist in a z-axis world here. So I always wonder about when they're going to do that.
I don't think they really get too much into the physics of space and the dimensions of it throughout the course of the first season that much. Actually, that's not really a thing for a lot of the episodes. I mean, even if you go down to Deep Space Nine during the Dominion War, when you got all those like massive fleets of ships going after each other, like they're just going straight at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, there's not really any three-dimensional maneuvering in that
I
sense.
do like they actually do that in Wrath of Khan when they're going through the like hunting each other through the nebula. You see them at different angles and like above each other and below each other.
That's a famous line. He thinks two-dimensionally, and it's like, oh, that we could think three-dimensionally. We're gonna get his ass.
Right, and you'd think that with the show, like there's an emphasis on things like three-dimensional chess being like things of the future, and you'd think if their board games were three-dimensional that they'd be maneuvering three-dimensionally in the actual space as well. But most of the time, not. It's forward, back, or side to side. There's not a lot of up and down.
Yeah.
You know, and as famously was stated in Ender's Game, the novel, there is no up or down in Zero G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same report. Are we gonna just let it hold us here? We've got phaser weapons. Why about we blast it? I'll keep that in mind, Mr. Bailey. When this becomes a democracy.
I feel like this is the first time I won't ever say "Shut up, Wesley."
You see Kirk itching, like, man, this shirt is itchy.
I guess it's time to get naked here on the.
Purpose of the cube still unknown. We've been here, held motionless for 18 hours.
What? Why are you sleeping on the desk, Sulu?
First, a space buoy of some kind. Second, flypaper. And you don't recommend sticking around? Negative.
Sweet pun, Captain.
Sweet. I'll select what kind of action. Sorry, sir. I thought you meant explaining, Mr. Bailey. I haven't requested an explanation. Now, as I was about to say,
I have a theory, real quick. Just you can pause right there. I have a theory that they put Uhura in red simply to eventually break up the monotony of the uniform right there on the bridge.
It's possible. Also, to be fair, I mean, Nichelle Nichols looks good in anything, but she really pops in red.
Yeah, but I mean, so I was watching this episode, I realized, wow, my eyes are kind of just going across everything. I'm not stopping, and I thought they probably might have thought to put her in red simply because visually, the odd number looks better on the screen when you see it broken down that way. So that just occurred to me when I was watching it.
No, I think there's probably something to that. I mean, obviously, you got as we're looking at it here, like Scotty's in red. He's with the engineering department. You got Spock and McCoy are both in blue because they're science officers, and everybody else is in yellow or in gold.
My eyes are attracted to the red, and I keep looking at Scotty because it's jumping out at me, and I figured that will spice it up.
I think that might you probably are onto something a little bit there, Adam. But I also think that they might have considered that what she does with communications is more of a technical job, and it would make more sense for her to be wearing red anyway.
Yeah.
So I
don't
know.
We do see in one of the episodes, the later episode, she has to fix the radio, and so she does have knowledge of how to repair and stuff like that, I believe. So
right.
It makes sense.
Try pulling away from it. Yes. Helmsman's engine room, stand by. All decks alert. We're going to try pulling away.
He's never pulled out in his life.
Yeah. He got there. One thing Sulu knows about is pulling.
Yes. That's why they're not letting Sulu drive.
Oh, Jesus.
He's going to go for the tailpipe every time.
Jam the ship up the backside.
The Enterprise tries to mount the cube. What the fuck are you doing?
The racism knows no bounds today.
Hey, Adam. Looks like Legatus has some things to say.
I'm ignoring Legatus. It's on my channel. I don't have to pay attention to Legatus here.
The ominous red beacon.
The cube.
I'll stop. Hold position.
Now, I have a question.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know if they might have thought about this. I mean, radiation. Why didn't they put shields up?
It depends on the radiation, I imagine. The shields are specifically tuned to like wavelengths of I hesitate to call it hard energy, but like concentrated energy. Whereas radiation tends to be less concentrated. I don't know. Maybe it's like like a screen door, right? You can stop a bird with a screen door, but you're not going to stop a sneeze.
Okay.
Yeah, Captain Kirk's all about that hard energy.
Yeah. Hey-o.
Not what I meant, but okay.
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits, why not?
Still coming toward us. Range
Yeah, it is.
90 meters.
Sir, it's exhibiting music. It's raining men. Hallelujah.
Oh my God.
Power astern, half speed.
The music comes over the speaker and Sulu starts dancing.
takes his shirt off.
Bailey's about to lose his shit.
Oh, I know. This dude goes fucking nuts.
But I think there's explanation for that though coming up too. But yeah. I am curious as to why Scotty's on the bridge.
125 meters now.
Well, it could be like in Next Generation. Sometimes the engineer could operate from the bridge.
Yeah, it could be.
Right, but you'd think that when they were doing maneuvers and shit, that he'd need to be down in the engineering deck. Rather, I don't know. It struck me as a little odd.
He was just up there getting some coffee.
I think, yeah. I think no, he's looking for martinis. There's Bones. He's got those martinis.
Right. Fucking Yeoman Rand comes in clutch with the coffee.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck is up with that? Just come in with coffee. What the hell?
Comes in with coffee in the middle of an emergency.
Phaser crew, stand ready. Phaser crew reports ready, sir. Growing, we can take only a few more seconds of this. Lock phasers on target. Mr. Bailey, lock phasers. Phasers locked. On target, sir.
Kirk's about to backhand Bailey.
Fire main phaser.
Well, I know, dude. Dude's fucking dicking around.
Well, I just noticed something.
What?
They changed the color of the phasers in the remaster. They're white in the remaster.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Sulu's probably pissed they just blew up that alien gay discotheque.
Yeah.
Hey, it was coming on to me. What are you doing?
It started filling the screen, and I got a real feeling of the tunnel scene from Willy Wonka.
Oh yeah, no, actually, I can kind of see that now. Actually,
flowing. Flowing.
Devil knows he had a hand in that.
It just reminds me.
Go ahead.
It reminds me of what was it, Thor Ragnarok, when he was in the tunnel and he was doing that music, and all of a sudden he stops and he's screaming.
Yeah. And then it just zooms in on him, and he's sitting there by himself in that room, and everybody's looking at him like, "What the hell?" That was actually pretty funny. I really liked Ragnarok. That's when I think it actually had a good spin to it. But anyway, we're not talking about that.
Well, let me ask this though: how does a guy like Bailey get through Starfleet?
Well, they talk about that here coming up when
diversity
McCoy
and inclusion.
Well, I mean, I guess if you want to count the Irish, but whatever. McCoy goes up to Kirk and he's like, "Look, dude, you're pushing Bailey too hard." And it comes out in that conversation that Kirk may have promoted Bailey too fast to bridge officer. Like he wasn't ready. He's pretty fresh out of the academy at this point.
Well, that's also a rough thing right now. This early on, they haven't really. I haven't honestly in the episodes we watch right now. I haven't heard the word Federation once.
It happens in this episode, but not in reference to the Federation.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like they hadn't quite put it all together yet. Still,
his name's Bailey, nickname Cream. But of course, if Sulu said that, it might be sexual harassment. So I guess it's
Devil worked hard for that one.
Yeah, he did. He's like, "Come on, guys, give it to me, okay?"
But please laugh.
Please laugh at my jokes.
I would have more sympathy, but I've had more than a few jokes fall flat on this show. So.
Captain's log, stardate 1514.0. The cube has been destroyed.
That's some old ass footage.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Major, probe on ahead or turn back.
Nothing, Captain. No contacts, no objects in any direction.
Care to speculate on what we'll find if I go on ahead?
Speculate.
I'm gonna sit back here and stare at that fine half Vulcan ass.
Logically, we'll discover the intelligence we'll send out the cube.
Intelligence different from ours or superior?
Probably both. And if you're asking a logical decision to make.
No, I'm not. The mission of the Enterprise is to seek out and contact alien life.
Has it occurred to you that there's a certain inefficiency in constantly questioning me on things you've already made up your mind about?
It gives me emotional security. Navigator, set a course ahead.
Plotted. Lay in, sir.
Engage. Warp one, sir. Mr. Bailey, phaser crews were sluggish. You were slow in locking them into your directional beat. Helmsman, engineering decks could have been faster too. Program a series of simulated attacks and evasion maneuvers. Keep repeating the exercise until we're proficient, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your timing is lousy, Jack.
Thanks.
Men are tired. Captain's orders.
Martini.
Aren't you the one that always says a little suffering is good for the soul?
I never said that.
This is the bridge. Prepare for simulated attack.
I'm especially worried about Bailey. Navigator's position's rough enough. Seasoned man.
I think he'll cut.
Not so sure. Because you spotted something you liked in him? Something familiar, like yourself, say about 11 years ago?
My doctor, you've been reading your textbooks again?
I don't need textbooks to know that you could have promoted him too fast. Listen to that voice.
I think Bones has a point here too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No. Little libations, huh?
Where are the bathrobes?
Where's the man spreading?
Yeah, why isn't Kirk laying on his bed spread?
or just like crouch down, humping it slightly while Bones watches.
Man.
Exercise rating, Captain. 94%.
Let's try for 100, Mr. Spock.
Agreed.
What are you going to do with that 6% when they give it to you, Jim?
I'm going to take it.
And I'm going to shove it up your ass.
Honestly, Yeoman Rand is useless. She's useless.
She has
I
some
don't know.
posts.
I'm about to say I'm looking right now and I don't see anything useless going on there.
All right, let me rephrase that. When it comes to her role, she's useless.
Well, she's a yeoman. I mean, that's like her job is to make sure the captain eats. Like in a position like that, I'm sure that there are times when things get too, exciting or involved for a captain to remember to imbibe some food at some point. And so that's kind of their job. It's sort of like, if I remember right, I believe at least in the Revolutionary War era, our officers had what were called batmen, which were basically that same thing, but for land officers as opposed to naval. And they would they just took care of everything they needed. They shaved them. They fucking shined their shoes. They made sure they had food. They probably got butt fucked on occasion.
Wow, that took a weird turn, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Jesus.
I mean, I was coming up with responses, and now I have nothing.
I was gonna make the fucking joke that I'd let her shave me, and then of course your Samuel comes out of nowhere the fucking gay butt fucking joke. Like what the hell?
Like you wouldn't butt fuck Rand.
That's a very yeah, but you were talking about you're talking about the Revolutionary War and shit. Like that's a bunch of dudes.
If I had Rand, I would she wouldn't have to remind me to eat, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, good lord.
At least it went back on straight level there. I mean,
she's the one who's going to be eating something. Ah,
yeah,
I do like the fact that
she's about to toss salad for Kirk. I mean, right there.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't have a lot to do in this episode, and she's not like actively getting groped by her captain. So, but he does make mention of like, I wish they hadn't assigned me a female yeoman.
Yes, he does.
Ring over me, yeoman.
Well, I'll change it if you don't like it, sir.
Bring some for the doctor too.
No, I never eat until the crew eats.
Sly fucker.
You're welcome, sir.
This is the bridge. All decks prepared a better reaction time on second simulated attack.
When I get my hands on the headquarters genius that assigned me a female yeoman.
What's the matter, Jim? Don't you trust yourself?
Now with her, I wouldn't.
I've already got a female to worry about. Her name's the Enterprise.
Engineering decks alert. Phaser crews, let's countermand.
All decks to battle stations. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Kirk here.
We're picking up an object, sir. Much larger, coming toward us.
Coming.
Sulu is not aroused though. Not really.
Any strong contact? Not visual yet. Distance spectrograph. Metallic, similar to cube. Much greater energy reading.
There, sir. Half speed. Prepare for evasive action. Do you think you ought to?
Is this the first episode they used the gimbal?
Something's grabbed us. Hard.
Does anybody know?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because that's long been a staple of Star Trek. Is what they'll do. They actually build their sets or bridge sets on a gimbal so that the reactions of people like tossing around. I don't know if they had done that yet though, or if everybody's just sort of like coordinating, like throwing their bodies around and they shake the camera. I think later on is when they built the gimbal, but I don't know. This looks pretty much like it would be on a gimbal.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't either. And Googling it's not really doing me any fucking favors.
Yeah, Google brings up all kinds of wrong information when you're after a specific thing.
Yeah.
I still, like, a couple of weeks ago, a friend of mine asked me to figure out what exactly you know how in some antique dresser sets you'll have that flat drawer at the top that comes out, and sometimes it's got an impression in it and you use it for jewelry or whatever, but sometimes it's basically just a shelf that slides out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what the shelf version of that is called, so we were trying to figure that out, and Google and Bing AI kept trying to give me all kinds of fucking answers except the correct one. I still have no fucking idea what that's called.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. And go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
Engine stop. All engine stops.
It's the COVID virus.
They blew up the club, and now all that's left is the disco ball.
Yeah. It's a fucking thing. It's like just the way that thing blew up like that. I was like, what in the fuck?
It was supposed to,
Mass, Mr. Spock. Reading goes off my scale, Captain. Must be a
it's supposed to give you an impression of scale as opposed to just like obviously they just blew the thing up, but it's supposed to give you the impression that it's traveling very fast from very far away, and that when it gets up closer, it's this massive thing. That it didn't in fact change size, only perspective. But yeah, the way that was shot, it was clearly they were just kind of blowing up the image.
island diameter.
5,000 meters away, and it still fills the screen. Reduce image. Let me see all of it. Magnification 2.5. Magnification 1.845. Ship.
Hailing frequencies open, sir.
This is the United Earthship Enterprise. We convey greetings and await your reply.
With bated breath, it seems.
Yeah. I'll definitely admit this episode. What's up there, Argo? This episode felt slightly cornier than most, in my opinion.
Switching, sir.
I mean, yeah, I'd agree with that to a degree. I think I was kind of on the edge of my seat last night watching this. Like, oh, are they going to get out of this? I mean, obviously they do, but like how are they going to get out of this and all that stuff? The ending kind of took all of the air out of it for me.
Yeah, the ending was pretty lame.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, you're just fucking with us the whole time. Otherwise, up until the ending, though, I was pretty invested in how this was going to turn out, and like what was going on with this, and that was I don't know. I was a little disappointed with the ending. I don't know about you guys.
Have you always realized that you were a homosexual? You're just not gonna say anything. He's like, dude, fuck you.
I've opened my mouth to respond twice, and nothing came out.
Hi, Lily.
Hi, Lily. But yeah. So, I don't know. Ryan should be familiar with disappointing endings.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, in the end, I still get mine, fit fucker.
Your vessel, obviously the product of a primitive and savage civilization, having ignored a warning buoy and having then destroyed it, has demonstrated your intention is not peaceful. We are now considering the disposition of your ship and the life aboard.
Ship.
Hailing frequencies open, sir.
This is the captain of the Enterprise speaking. The warning nature of your space buoy was unknown to us. Our vessel was blocked, and when we attempted to disengage...
Captain, we're being invaded by exceptionally strong sensor probes everywhere. Our electrical systems, our engines...
No further communication will be accepted. If there is the slightest hostile move, your vessel will be destroyed immediately.
Shutting off some of those systems, Captain. Brilliant. Extremely sophisticated in their methods.
The recorder marker have all this on its tapes?
Enough to warn other Earth ships.
The Daily Dispatch recorder marker. Mr. Bailey? Recorder marker dispatch, sir.
Marker on course, heading back the way we...
Your recorder marker has been destroyed. You have been examined. Your ship must be destroyed. We make assumption you have a deity, or deities, or some such beliefs which comfort you. We therefore grant you 10 Earth time periods, known as minutes, to make preparations.
I'd be like, actually, our deity we have to pray to for at least several hours.
Right?
It's
like there's a whole process. There's bells and incense and shit. Yeah. Let's draw this out as long as possible. Something that, as previously discussed, Ryan doesn't know all that much about.
Yeah. You are trying really hard to recover from that.
I am, and it's not going well.
No, it's not. You're like, that son of a bitch. Bushess finally chased off the girl. No, Anna's still with us. She's just not here today.
Right. No, it's all right. I'll just find your house and slash your tires or some shit. It'll be okay. I'll get my revenge in a.
Sir, that's very rude.
It is rude. So is butt fucking somebody and then not calling them the next day.
Wow.
What in the fuck is wrong with you today?
I'm the lady turned.
Something's salty somewhere right now. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, salt. Lots of salt.
I just have no response. I just don't.
There we go. Now we're good. We can move forward.
Oh, is that what you wanted?
Yes, because I am a petty bitch.
Might be interesting to see what they look like if I can locate where that voice is coming from.
Bloosh.
Alec's message was heard all over the ship.
Captain to crew. Those of you who have served for long on this vessel have encountered alien life forms. You know the greatest danger facing us is ourselves, an irrational fear of the unknown. There's no such thing as the unknown. Only things temporarily hidden, temporarily not understood. In most cases, we have found that intelligence, capable of a civilization, is capable of understanding peaceful gestures. Surely a life form advanced enough for space travel is advanced enough to eventually understand our motives. All decks, stand by. Captain out. Ship.
Hailing frequencies open, sir.
This is the captain of the USS Enterprise. We came seeking friendship, but we have no wish to trespass. To demonstrate our goodwill, our vessel will now return the way it came. Laying a course ahead, Mr. Bailey. What? Of course. Lauded and laid in, sir. Engage. Warp back to one. Warp back.
Once again, Sulu has to step in here for Bailey because Bailey, like, look at his face. Dude's just shut
he's broken.
down.
Yeah, no, he completely just out of it.
Yeah. He's all he can think about is the fact that he's gonna die in 10 minutes. That's like Balak said. And he just, I don't know, dude's useless at this point. No, I mean, kudos to Sulu. I know we make a lot of gay jokes about Decay because fuck Decay, but in this moment in this scene, Sulu steps up and fucking does not just his job but Bailey's as well because somebody fucking has to.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah. Speaking of, did they wrestle with Sulu for a bit? Why are they greasy and sweaty? Well, I mean,
it's called calisthenics, man. No rules say you can't do it naked.
Yeah.
Actually, I think there are rules.
Oh, actually, I want to hold on a second. Okay, so later on, we find out exactly what this is, and it's kind of dumb. But right here in this moment, like as I'm watching the episode last night, obviously this is a practical effect and not a person in makeup. You can tell that. But I like that they used the distortion of the screen to kind of mask that special effect.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, and to make it look a little bit more real and a little bit more alien. That was a nice touch, and
looks
and
a little like Joe Biden.
Yeah, a little bit. But it was a smart way to kind of draw the audience in and like, oh, here's an alien and all that stuff, but we're not going to let you look too closely at it so that you don't get the sense that this is just a fucking puppet.
Yeah, no, I think it was a different way to do it. I think it was cool.
Yeah, it was a very smart way to do it, especially given their limited budget at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and technology.
Yes.
Wasting time and effort. There is no escape. You have 8 Earth minutes left.
I think the only thing that really gives it away is that the eyes are clearly not actually looking at anything.
Yeah, the distortion effect does actually kind of like make it look like the eyes slightly move to the side a little bit, side to side,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yes, of course. I don't understand this. Spock's wasting time. Everybody else just sitting around.
I'm a bitch slap you. Shut up, Wesley.
What do they want from us? Let's find out what they want us to do.
They want us to lose our heads.
We've
Bailey,
only
now.
got 8 minutes left.
7 minutes and 41 seconds.
He's doing a countdown. Watch. What are you all out of your minds? End of watch. It's the end of everything. What are you, robots? Wound up toy soldiers?
All right, that moment right there, that's a little bit of a weird jump from his whininess to rage. It's a little bit of a weird jump there for me.
Well, I think that's why they've done the build up with him over the episode so far, where like the more intense things get, the less focused he is and the less able he is to carry out orders, and eventually he just kind of disassociates until this moment where he's kind of snapped back into the reality of it, and he's completely unprepared for it, and he loses his shit. I think in the context of like how this is built up with this character, it actually does make sense.
I just feel like that one little second where I would have, in terms of his total resource handling robots, I felt like the lines were too close together and there wasn't enough space for the switch flip from the whiny crazy to the rage crazy. I'm not saying the rage crazy uncalled for. I just feel the delivery it feels off to me. The delivery there
could have been drawn out a little bit. Yeah,
I would have taken like another 3 seconds just to give it a little breathing room for a second to watch him really then flip into rage. That's all I'm saying. The delivery feels odd to me. Doesn't come off quite right for me.
No, that's fair.
Bailey, you're relieved. Escort him to his quarters, Doctor.
Let's go.
I think it's important to remember too, though, that like as Bones said, he's not a seasoned officer. He's pretty green, and so everybody else around him is behaving very professionally about this because A, this is not the first life and death situation they've all been in, and B, they're very well trained in accepting, that there are some things out of their control, and he's right now like he's young. First of all, and secondly, like, yeah, I agree with the doctor. I think Kirk did promote him too fast. He wasn't ready for this shit. But he's feeling that impotent rage that comes with being in an untenable position and being able to do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can definitely see, that he's definitely not up to par for his position. So it's whether it be lack of experience or whatever you want to attribute it to, it definitely it's not a good look.
No, not at all. And I mean, again, he's out of his depth. He's unprepared, and he is responding like someone who didn't go to Starfleet Academy and get trained for exactly this kind of thing. Like it's, almost like the training didn't take almost like maybe he was one of those kids. Like every military academy's got one of those kids, right, who gets passed through and promoted regardless of their performance, probably because of who they know,
or who their parent is.
Yeah, and then once they get out in the field and they get in the shit, they fall to fucking pieces.
Yep.
And I think that Bailey might have been in that category.
What up, JT?
What's up, man? So he's mad because he's impotent. I mean, would you be? Right? But he does have that kind of fish out of water, out of his depth, sort of losing his shit, like I don't know, Dermy Wormy and 80s music.
Or Sylvester Stallone's movies. I've never seen that.
Yeah, no, I referenced that other one because Dermy lost his shit and rage quit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
frequencies open, sir.
This is the captain of the Enterprise speaking. It is the custom of Earth people to try and avoid misunderstanding whenever possible. We destroyed your space buoy as a simple act of self-preservation. When we attempted to move away from it, it emitted radiation harmful to our species. If you've examined our ship and its tapes, you know this to be true.
You now have 7 minutes left.
Boom, boom.
4 minutes, 30 seconds. You have an annoying fascination for timepieces, Mr. Sulu.
Jim.
4 minutes.
What's the matter with them out there? They must know we mean them no harm.
Certainly aware by now that we're totally incapable of it.
There must be something to it. Something I've overlooked.
Chess. When one is outmatched, the game is over. Checkmate.
Is that your best recommendation?
I regret that I can find no other logical alternative.
That's Vulcan for I got nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, and I think to Bush's point about senior command making him shut the fuck up and get in line, everybody on ship is on edge. They came from another mission where they were all pushed, you know, to their limits. There's lack of sleep going on all across the board, and even in the face that, like, you know, the doctor's already called out Jim a couple of times for pushing the entire crew too hard, not just Bailey. You know, so they're coming up on the edge of their limits in being able to deal with things anyway, and then they get presented with a situation where literal death is on the line. So I don't think that the senior command's super concerned about Bailey getting in line as so much as they are about him getting out of the way. I don't know. I could be off there.
No, I think that's probably a decent reasoning.
What the fuck?
Are we talking about the reach around?
I get that that's the job. It is what it is. I don't know. But they, like, obviously at this point, Bailey's useless. He's not going to be of any use to them. So the best thing that they could do was remove him and reprimand him later if they survive. If they don't survive, it doesn't fucking matter.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming we get out of this, Captain.
Nobody's given up yet.
Something about Bailey. Let me enter it in my medical records as sudden fatigue.
That's my decision, Doctor.
And it was your mistake. You overworked him, pushed him, expected too much out of him. I'm ordering you to drop it.
No time for you, your theories, your quaint philosophies.
I intend to challenge your actions in my medical records. I'll state that I warned you about Bailey's condition. Now, there's no bluff.
Anytime you can bluff me, Doctor.
Damn.
3 minutes.
Now, would you consider this, like you were saying, a good example of even these experienced officers losing it in this moment?
I think so, yeah. Because they're not just you know, it's not like obviously Bailey's doing his thing and he's fucking wigging out and all that, but even your seasoned officers, your head dudes, Kirk, McCoy, Spock are all getting snippy with each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. But here's my question then. I feel like McCoy being here in that moment is out of place. And you're just kind of there to be a dick in this moment.
Well, that's kind of what I got from this too. Is he's like, well, we're all gonna die, so I'm gonna go say I told you so before that happens.
It's like maybe he should be giving Bailey a sedative or something down at sick bay. I don't know. I mean,
it's probably exactly. He was in sick bay and he's all like, looks at the nurse and he says, "I'm gonna go tell the captain I was right. I'll be back."
Yeah, it's like some things are worth dying for.
Well, I almost kind of felt like that. Whatever the hell that thing was, the Rubik's cube, like kind of like put something on all of them to where they're literally like practically almost biting each other's heads off. It just seems like ever since that interaction, like all of a sudden, like everybody's mental state kind of starts to deteriorate, and you can see when it's like flashing and putting off all that light and everything that like everybody's kind of like wincing, and it's like so I was kind of wondering if it affected them, mentally.
I would agree with you, Ryan, but they were already on edge before they encountered the cube.
All right, bitch. Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you are right. You are right.
Well, if you were out with your friends driving around and somehow you ended up at a gay club, you might be a little snippy too.
Right. Speaking of snippy, I think I found a perfect moment to use this.
Could you please continue the petty bickering? I find it most intriguing.
Fucking Ryan.
Because you're not the one that started it, dude.
Here I am having a nice conversation with my pals, and Ryan comes in like a fucking wrecking ball, Miley Cyrus like. And just
the fact that you just referenced Miley Cyrus makes you the gayest person on this panel right now.
I don't know. Devil caught Kenzo in something the other night. As a former Wesley,
we'll have to show that. We'll have to show that at the end.
Time to argue about it. Not chess, Mr. Spark.
But checkers.
Poker.
You poker, you brother.
Game? Ship to ship.
Hailing frequencies open, sir.
This is the captain of the Enterprise. Our respect for other life forms requires that we give you this warning. There's one critical item of information that has never been incorporated into the memory banks of any Earth ship. Since the early years of space exploration, Earth vessels have had incorporated into them a substance known as Corbomite. It is a material and a device which prevents attack on us. If any destructive energy touches our vessel, a reverse reaction of equal strength is created, destroying...
You now have 2 minutes.
Destroying the attacker. It may interest you to know that since the initial use of Corbomite, more than 2 of our centuries ago, no attacking vessel has survived the attempt. Death has little meaning to us.
I'd like to point out here that Sulu, McCoy, and Scotty have terrible poker faces.
Yeah, no.
They're all just like, they're like trying real hard not to smirk, like, oh, we got 3 aces.
If it has none to you, then attack us now. We grow annoyed at your foolishness.
All right, another question. We're looking into the future with this one. Do you think this is possibly the origin of cheated death, tricked death, patted myself on the back for my ingenuity? Do you think so? It's like the moment where you can draw back to the first real moment of him, because at this moment, even though we learn it's all bullshit here, but I feel like this is maybe the origin of that idea for him.
Well, it's like Kirk says, he doesn't believe in a no-win situation. He'll use any
That's true.
Avenue he can, even if it's bluffing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. He is, of course, bluffing. They get destroyed. They're just destroyed. But
Whoever it was, well played.
Yes, well played indeed.
I regret not having learned more about this Balak. In some manner, he was reminiscent of my father.
Then may heaven have helped your mother.
Quite the contrary. She considered herself a very fortunate Earthwoman.
did that remind anybody else of that scene in Braveheart where it's talking about, we make spears as long as a man? It's like, well, some men are longer than others. I see it. Others talking about me again.
Sorry. Having other things on your mind? My fault. I don't know. I'm not devil you care from punching me in the face.
Martini?
Ooh, martini time.
1 minute. I knew he would.
At least they're all being professional. I'd look over at
If anyone's interested.
and say, hey, we only got a minute left. You want to try to get something going with her?
Well, we're all gonna die anyway, Sulu. Time to fish your wish.
Right. I do give Bailey some credit for getting his shit together and coming back to his post.
I do too. Yeah, no, he comes back like, hey, permission to, which is kind of cool. I'll admit.
Yeah, that shows a bit of like it's obviously within the length of the episode of 50 minutes or whatever, but it's not like a massive character arc, but he goes from being, this cocky green recruit who's getting sick of people, like, getting on his case, to somebody who's completely out of his fucking depth, to somebody who has lost his mind temporarily, to gaining his composure and doing the job.
Well, no, go ahead, dude.
I think that was well done, given that they only had an hour to do it in.
Yeah, no, I think there was good character development. Like I said, the only thing that I was kind of critical of is that the episode for today's standards is a bit corny, but I mean, Jesus, look how old it is, and even kind of corny compared to the other episodes. But all in all, I think it was a solid episode. It was just the ending was kind of disappointing.
Oh yeah. The ending just kind of fucking undercuts the entire thing, if you ask me. But
yep, I agree with you, dude.
I know you said it's corny, but I mean it was the way they did things then.
Listen, Alf, if you're gonna suck off their dicks, just fucking do it, all right?
I'll give them martinis first.
Yeah. Oh, sugar, not stirred.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you slip in a drop of real hypnol to make it go down smoother.
Wow. Did we just really do that?
All right, I'm not Sulu.
Wow. What is it? What is this? The hot Cosby hour?
For a second, I thought you were gonna say, "What is this, hot caca?" I was like, "What is that?"
I was just thinking about, okay, so 2 weeks ago, Nomi from Knowing Without You came on to my show on Friday, and she was not feeling well. She was under the weather, so she decided to make herself a hot toddy, and she made it a little too hot. And she just came in. Not only was she sick as shit, but she was wasted.
Oh, she was hard.
So you say hi, Cosby, and I'm just thinking of
Jesus. This fucking show. Why do people watch this?
That sounds like every Ballbusters.
Yeah.
No. This is what a Ballbuster sounds like. That's what
a sir.
Wow. I just know at the end of Ballbusters, like half the panel's drunk and slurring.
I know now that I have weekends off, I need to start participating more.
I'm just gonna put this out there though. Like, I will never institute a pay me $20 and I'll take a shot, kind of rule on my channel, because I'm not going through expensive scotch that fast. Fuck you guys.
You're asking for pain at that point.
Yeah.
At some point, Dermy's gonna have to up that amount to like $50.
Well, I told him what he should do, and he was thinking about doing it, was get a bag of penis-shaped gummies. So every $20 tip, he had to eat a dick.
What?
Well,
in
normally
the
it
hell?
only costs $2 at the truck stop. So, hey, wow, we've gone an hour and 11 minutes, and that's our first Dermy dig. That's a new record.
We're slipping, man.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure I referred to him as John Wayne Gacy Jr. earlier.
Yeah, no, we do.
But we didn't drill down on that. We kind of just moved on. This is the first extended fuck Dermy.
You want to yum me down on that?
No, not really. I walked into that one.
Yeah, you did.
With my pants down and
walking backwards
and willing.
Grabbing your ankles on Dermy's lawn.
There's a lot of problems with that. So,
yikes!
Ankles on Dermy's lawn. Yes, there are a lot of problems with that.
Yeah. If he takes a running start, you might land on that rusted tricycle.
Oh. No. Wow.
So not only will you need a Hep C booster, you'll also probably need a tetanus shot.
Oh, I'm gonna need a lot more. I'm gonna need. Was there any stronger than penicillin?
Bleach.
You so fucked, buddy.
You guys are gross.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think the timer's counting down to their death, and they look back, and Kirk's like half naked and greasing himself up. He's
well, I'm gonna go out like I lived.
It is interesting to me that they were able to make so there's a lot of drawn out static shots in Star Trek, right? There's a lot like we're looking at the screen and there's the big Corona ball hanging out in the middle of the screen and it's doing its flashy thing, but that's really all that's happening is some lights going off here and there, but it's more or less a static shot. And then it cuts back to their faces and sometimes their expression changes and then go back to the screen and all that stuff. And somehow they managed to keep you involved.
I think it's meant to also create tension.
Yeah, and I think it does, and I think it does it effectively, which is so weird because if you break it down, right, it's really just like two shots back and forth that, where nothing much happens.
Very interesting game, this poker.
I think they perfect that in Wrath of Khan, and I know Ryan hasn't it, but you'll love it because it's a lot of that, like very quiet, like doesn't seem like much is happening, but a lot is happening, and it creates a lot of tension.
Yeah.
Sirius.
Here it comes. Is it raise or call?
The destruction of your vessel has been delayed. We will relent in your destruction only if we have proof of your Corbomite device.
Hold on that.
I like how Kirk tells them to go fuck themselves.
Mm-hmm. Adam, I think this is for you.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, you will.
Hailing frequency, sir.
Request denied.
I have visual contact, Captain.
Music doesn't hurt.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
You know the thing.
Yeah.
And having permitted your primitive efforts to see my form, I trust it has pleased your curiosity.
Sulu was.
Piqued his interest.
Wow.
It's not all that peaked.
Wow. His name, oh my God, Department of Transportation, Uncle Joe. Jesus.
No surprise, that's in my chat.
That's really good. Uncle Joe.
Scoutmaster Wilson?
Well, hello, little Billy.
I don't want to play this game.
I thought the power was off in the galley.
I used a hand phaser and zapped. Hot coffee.
God damn it, woman. Get off the bridge.
Hey, everybody needs coffee.
It's a small ship. About 2,000 metric tons.
It has been decided that I will conduct you to a planet of the First Federation, which is capable of sustaining your life form. There you will disembark and be interned. Your ship will be destroyed, of course.
Engine systems coming on, Captain.
Do not be deceived by the size of this pilot vessel. It has an equal potential to destroy your vessel.
It's not the size that matters, it's how you use it.
The motion of the ocean.
Yeah, it is.
That reminds me of something from, I think it was Enterprise, or maybe, no, it was Next Generation, where they have this ship from the future, and it's like the size of a shuttlecraft, but on the inside it's huge, so they've learned how to compress time and space inside the ship.
I think it was a Voyager, where the guy comes to destroy him, and they end up getting shot back in time.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I watched Voyager. That wasn't the Caretaker, was it?
Well, you won't fucking watch Voyager on this, bitch.
Yeah.
No, it was this captain that had kind of a boner for Janeway, and he comes back to destroy the ship, and he ends up getting caught in some feedback and shot in the past.
Who the hell had a boner for Janeway?
I had a boner.
I mean,
Hey! You know, for a minute in desperation, Mulgrew looked pretty.
Wait, Devil. Who did you have a boner for?
I had a boner for Janeway. I'd have totally banged the captain.
It's the power. It's the power. It's the power thing. Like that's what he's attracted to.
The only thing that I remember from Voyager about Janeway getting boned or bonered or whatever was when her and Paris turned into giant fucking salamanders and had salamander babies.
Well, that's it. Don't go to warp 10.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, Paul.
And they never talked about that again.
Paul Hadouken's in the chat.
Hey, old man, what's up?
I know, I saw it.
Yeah.
Taken under our power to your destination. Any move to escape or destroy this ship will result in the instant destruction of the Enterprise and everyone aboard.
We're being told, sir.
Yeah, the yeoman has the worst timing for bringing coffee to the bridge.
Seriously, woman, get the fuck off the bridge.
It's like the consoles are blowing up, and she comes in with a whole pot of coffee.
Now, if that had been martinis, okay, we can talk. But no.
There are an awful lot of beverages in this episode.
And the worst is yet to come.
Tranya.
It might very well be. Never mind. They don't know. They just drink it. He may like drinking his own. Never mind.
What? Okay. What?
I love Argo Sleuth. Women, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. How's that saying go? You know, women, you can't live with them. You can't send them all to Canada. That's going to make me come off really sexist.
This whole show makes us all look sexist.
Well, yeah, it really doesn't help that Anna's not here right now to help offset that.
Yeah. She'll be back though. She'll be back. She had things going on today. So like all of us, life does not wait for YouTube.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
In Russia, YouTube wait for you.
Oh,
yeah, with a billy club and a bear.
in the Russia, you've got bad opinions, you go to the gulag.
Dude, what the hell was that, dude?
Worst Russian accent ever.
That was like the worst Russian accent I've ever heard.
Fuck you, bitch. Oh, fucking I hear you do better.
Like Simple Jack.
I actually do speak a little bit of Russian, but not a lot, not conversationally or anything, just bits and pieces. Здравствуйте. Вы говорите по-русски язык. Я иду домой. Меня зовут,
actually, when you speak Russian, it actually sounds pretty decent. Actually, to tell you the truth.
Like I said, I speak a little bit, not a lot. You know, like just a little bit. I can read more than I can actually speak. I'm realizing now that I probably shouldn't have done that though, because YouTube doesn't really like Russia right now.
You're gonna get double blocked.
You're in trouble.
Captain's log, stardate 1514.1. The Enterprise is in tow. To this point, no resistance has been offered. My plan? A show of resignation. Balok's tractor beam has to be a heavy drain of power on a small ship. Question, will he grow careless?
Captain, he's pulling out a little ahead of us. You sneak power down a bit.
He's pulling out.
Well, I mean, if you're the last one in there, then she's probably gonna be pregnant by you.
You know, it's funny because that's actually the philosophy of sperm whales during mating season.
How the fuck do you know that?
Wow, that's a fact.
Wow.
Like, that's why they're called sperm whales, because they're hyped up on testosterone and they get super gang rapey.
Okay.
How do you guys not know that? I mean, they're called sperm whales because
I've heard,
you know, half a metric ton.
The best part was Adam's like, okay, or was that Alf? I don't know. I guess
No, that was me.
Okay.
That was me.
Everybody's like everybody was so off put for a second. Everybody's like,
Okay, moving on.
So Samuel's the only one who bought the book of animal rape, where all these facts are held.
Time Life book series, Animal Rape.
He's like, it's a great book, guys. It's called Animal Rape and You.
Comes up.
Speaking of ladies, stay away from the dolphins. I'll tell you what.
Yep. And otters.
Right.
Otters
Everybody
are very
knows
rapey
about the
too.
dolphins, but fuck the sperm whales, right?
Yeah, but sperm whales don't come after humans.
They'll eat them.
What is it with all the shit in the ocean being rapey? You got otters, you got whales, and now you got dolphins. I mean, it's like stay on land.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, like,
yeah, but if you're on land,
back...
if you're on land, you got to worry about dermies.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a good
dermies
point.
are enough to chase you into the arms of the dolphin.
And dermies can a dermy swim? I don't know if that can a dermy swim.
Well, he can float.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Originally, he used to be a manatee, a rapey manatee that came on land.
Manatee.
He became bipedal.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Christ.
sweet Moses.
Yeah. Things are pretty rapey in the ocean, though. I just had a thought. This is off topic for Star Trek. Do you think Dave Filoni's
rapey was off?
Okay, I was gonna say you said gay and you said Dave Filoni, so that answered my question.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder if his space whales get rapey too.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they present their giant starfish every time they go to hyperspace, so maybe I don't know.
Yeah, they kind of rape the eyes, don't they?
Yeah, space farts.
Neither here nor there.
Is it just me or does Bailey kind of look like Renaissance nerd?
No.
A little bit.
No.
A little bit.
No. I have nice teeth. I have nice teeth. No.
He doesn't die. What are you worried about?
Well, I don't want to be compared to this piece of shit. No. I have standards, damn it.
Standards of dentistry and orthodontics.
Hey, a lot of money went into make my teeth look decent.
It's a straight jet. Engines are overloading. More power.
We're superheating. Intermix temperature 7,400 degrees. 7.5. 7.6. 8,000 degrees.
Yeoman walks in with a kettle of tea.
Coffee. Is she heated with a hand phaser? Somebody forgot to balance the washer.
Somebody's just sitting there like bobbing the camera up and down.
Look at Bones.
He found that good corner on the dryer, right?
It's really bad.
Oh yeah.
There's a little bounce there that I'm into.
I just found this out of no relation to what we were talking about, but I'm gonna share it anyway.
Oh God.
I mean, just because we just have to be talking about it. Stay out of the sea, guys.
Hell no.
Stay out of the sea.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's enough of that.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, it's just Mother Nature, bro. Save the dolphins, right? Dolphin-free tuna.
Bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee tuna. Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Bumblebee tuna.
Sheer away, Mr. Bailey.
This sequence takes so long right here.
Dude, it does, and I agree with you. But wait till we get to Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Oh yeah, the motion
20
picture's
minutes.
pretty bad about
20
There's a 20-minute scene of Spock in an EVA suit just fucking floating.
No, I'm talking about the inspection of the Enterprise at the very beginning.
You know, I gotta play devil's advocate here and not devil over there, but you know, we make fun of it. We make fun of Ahsoka for having a lot of long, drawn-out pauses between conversation. Old Star Trek was pretty bad about long, drawn-out sequences.
It was.
No, it was. Yeah, it was. There was, I don't know. It varies from week to week, but yeah, there are episodes like this where there's just a lot of like, okay, we get it, tension built, get on with the fucking story. You know, but yeah, though when we get to the motion picture, like Wrath of Khan really improved a lot of shit in terms of how the movies went moving forward. Starting with not. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should we make Ryan watch the fucking director's cut of the motion picture?
Why? What's bad about that?
It's even longer.
How long is the original?
All right. You've seen it, but think of this type of Star Trek, but a little bit better. But it's just an episode that's basically a movie.
Okay.
I think the original.
The director's cut comes in just under, I think 2.5 hours, something like that, maybe a little over.
But there's a lot there. In particular, there's a scene at the beginning that is so drawn out. I think Adam said it's like 20-something minutes of no dialogue.
Ship porn. It's the original ship porn, is what.
Well, let's also realize that how slow we go through stuff. A 2.5-hour movie is going to be a 7-hour slog.
Well, I don't think we can. I think we're gonna have to decide how we're gonna tackle the movies. I don't think we can actually.
Yeah, we might have to.
We could probably break them up.
Break them in half.
I mean, just discussion. You know, we discuss it, and we'll have to figure out that because that's really gonna be hard to on the term of the blocks.
Yeah, I think we could cut them in half and do like the first half of the movie, do like part 1, part 2.
That's like probably not a bad idea.
No. Yeah, that might be a better way to do it.
Or. Well, yeah, if we want to do it live, we could just do a full recording and then just premiere it, and do the whole thing and just like divide it. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it. It's 10 years away, so we don't have to worry.
Yeah, it is. This rate, yes, it is. So.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's like some of the movies are quite a ways away. The next gen movies, which take place like after the next generation series, are quite a ways away. But the motion picture would be after. I mean, we're only on episode 10 here of the original series, and I think there are 79 episodes in the original series. I might be a little off on that, but
I was 5. But somewhere
it'll be next year.
Yeah, at this pace, it'll be probably middle next year, summer.
I mean, it's not terrible, and it is, like I said, it's evergreen content. I mean, our trek through Game of Thrones on Monday nights has been a lot of fun, and we actually a couple episodes ago we kind of celebrated the 1 year kind of mark, and we're finishing up season 5. So, and we're actually trying to, of course, trying to finish before House of the Dragon season 2 comes out. So, but anyway, no, I mean,
right.
It seems to be shit that people
short seasons too.
Yeah, they only had 10 episode seasons. So, but the original series only had like what three seasons, but they're longer, more episodes.
There's like 28 episodes in season 1.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how TV used to be. The average shows used to have like, over 20 episodes, like anywhere 21, 22, 23, somewhere in there.
That just shows how lazy writing's gotten. If you can't, like Ahsoka, you can't even fill out a 6-episode arc without having long pauses.
Right, and take any given really season of any Star Trek, there's going to be filler episodes because like obviously you can't keep up that same pace for 26 fucking episodes a season. So they do have filler episodes, and you could remove all those filler episodes, and you're still ending up with like 15 to 18 episodes, per season of quality fucking entertainment, of quality writing for the most part. Whereas something like Ahsoka does, 6 episodes, and like 90% of it is fucking filler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's and crossing your arms.
And staring at each other uncomfortably.
Yeah, the uncomfortable. Yeah, see, you got.
I mean, it's only uncomfortable because they're all hot for each other.
Well, that's I don't think I've actually seen that fan fiction theory, and I say fan fiction because if they're not fans and they're all insane.
What are we talking about? The Ahsoka show was a fan fiction.
Oh, the whole thing was. Yeah, it was not good.
It's Dave Filoni, jerking himself off all over the place.
That's pretty much everything he's ever done, and I make no apologies for saying that. By the way, to all of you out there who love the Clone Wars, the Clone Wars sucked. Sorry, it did.
I hear only truth.
All right, Star Trek people.
Yeah, no, we'll have plenty of time to talk about Ahsoka at any time. So yeah, we gotta. Besides, a couple of us also have another show to get to here pretty quick.
We're moving along. We're on track.
Oh yeah, no, we're doing good.
2,000 degrees above maximum. 8-4. 8-5.
Tilt that camera.
Bouncing.
She'll blow soon.
Yeah, Sulu's enjoying it.
Spock is rubbing one out in the corner.
I was going to say, it looks like Spock's doing something else there.
Sulu's enjoying it a little too much.
Sulu's watching.
Back to Uhura. She looked really good bouncing.
The bouncing stops and Sulu's just sitting there like spent in his chair. Was it good for you?
Good on you, Bailey, being on point. There's the guy in the suicide jacket down the hall.
Yeah. Big old white vest.
Why's it gotta be white?
Because it's fucking white.
We're not home yet.
A signal, Captain. It's very weak. It's Balak. It's a distress signal to the Fosarius. His engines are out. His life-sustaining system isn't operating. The message is repeating, sir.
Any reply?
Negative. His signal is growing weak. Sir, I doubt if the mothership could have heard it.
Plot a course for it, Mr. Bennett.
Forward, Captain.
Dead ahead. This is the captain speaking. First Federation vessel is in distress. We're preparing to board it. There are lives at stake. By our standards, alien life. But lives nevertheless. Captain out.
We're spotted and laid in, sir.
Mr. Scott, ready the transporter room. Aye, sir. Mr. Sulu, bring us to within 100 meters. Ahead
Mr. Bones, ready the martinis.
Jim, don't you think?
What's the mission of this vessel, Doctor? Seek out and contact alien life.
And have sex with it.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
I'll take 2 men with me. Dr. McCoy to examine and treat the aliens if necessary. And you, Mr. Bailey.
Sir?
Face of the unknown. I think I owe you a look at it.
Yes, sir. Captain, request permission.
Well, you ain't done nothing else this whole damn show, Bailey. It's about time you earned your damn keep.
Well, the end of it is weird. I'll say, to say the least, the way that kind of goes with Bailey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The jokes write themselves.
Yeah, they do. Especially the midget porn.
Did you guys ever see Your Highness?
No.
Yes, I did. It was really funny movie actually, and you also get to see Natalie Portman in a thong.
Yeah. So when they get to the
Did you say who?
Puppet,
I said ooh.
Oh, I think you said who. I'm like, what? Come on, devil.
Yeah.
Never mind. My bad, dude.
when they get to the hookah smoking puppet who's supposed to send them on their journey and all that stuff, and in payment for his services, he requires that they like make out with him and jerk him off and shit. That's what this reminds me of.
It does, yeah. You made it worse.
Oh my!
What a surprise!
Oh my!
We all, one of us has made something worse. Great, yeah. It's a Sunday. Yes. What else is new?
It's kind of what I do.
Again, people watch this.
No, I go to church on Sundays and then I come on this show. I mean,
and it's all gone.
Yeah. I kind of wish it was reversed. Huh?
I gotta ask, Alf, do you get your horns trimmed right before you come on the show?
Which horn?
The devil has the horns from being on this show. Like you know, over the course of the week.
I thought you were talking about a different. I thought you were talking about a different horn.
Yeah. Well, I am now. I guess I don't know.
Jesus.
I mean, it's in the name.
Horn Alf. Yeah.
Jesus, it's getting very spicy in here.
Oh my!
How is it that Ryan does a better like flaming lisp than he does a Russian accent?
I don't know. It's a good question. Hey, everybody's got their talent, right?
Oh, Thuede. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
It's part of his job as the tyranny hooker.
Woo! Woo! The show.
Finish?
Maybe.
All right, everybody bend over. You don't know what's coming.
No, what in the hell?
What are they doing?
They're gonna start a dance number.
And jazz hands.
Okay. So what's funny about this is so they're beaming into a place that's got low clearance, right? But it's really just this alcove that they beam directly into. Everywhere else, they could have been beamed like 2 feet forward, and they would have been able to stand up straight. Just move out of the alcove.
Yeah.
Yeah, just walk forward.
Oh, look, normal ceilings.
Look out, sex doll.
I kill you.
That's so awful. It does look like the what was that puppet?
Is Ahmed the dead terrorist?
Yeah.
You Clint Howard and his
Yeah, we get
Here
Clint Howard.
We get the creepiest little fucker that we've seen in the show so far, and I'm including
I gotta
in that.
Yeah, I gotta ask a question. Is this a kid?
That's
or
Clint
is it
Howard. Ron
Who's
Howard's
Clint
little
Howard?
brother. Ron Howard's little brother.
So he was a kid.
He in all the movies.
So he was a kid, but it wasn't an adult,
Yeah, he's
little
a kid.
person. Okay.
They dubbed over a voice over
because
it.
the voice is the weirdest thing.
And the greatest thing is he's got his baby teeth right now, and his adult teeth are just as jacked up. His baby teeth are as jacked up as his adult teeth.
Yeah.
Mario Clint Howard's pretty based, apparly. So,
what's funny about Clint Howard is that in this image here, he looks a lot, as a young person here, he looks a lot like his brother does now.
Yeah, Ron Howard hasn't aged well.
Well, he also has no hair left.
Poor Richie.
This whole thing's just fucking weird.
Oh no, it's very weird.
I'm Captain Kirk. And McCoy and Bailey. Sit. Be comfortable.
That voice with that face.
I know, dude.
It's
Weird.
so
What
weird.
looks like a miniature pleasure palace.
Drink it. I swear it's just alcohol. I didn't make it myself.
No, it's not my pee.
Or worse. See, this is where you need somebody like Dermy here. Dermy, you drink it first. You taste it for us.
Dermy be like, yummy.
I know.
And then it's like, yeah, we're not touching this.
But first, the Tranya.
He's like, what? You don't
They
want
gave him
my
the
coffee
extra
juice?
eyebrows too, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks so weird.
Yeah, 60 years later, his teeth never changed.
Right.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Commander, puppet, my alter ego, so to speak. In your culture, he would be Mr. Hyde to my Jekyll.
God, I don't even like watching that.
It's creepy.
I know. I don't like watching
so
it either.
Weird.
And I thought my distress signal quite clever. It was a pleasure testing you.
Testing us?
See, right here. This is right here's where the episode falls apart for me. I mean, I can deal with a little fucking weirdness because obviously they're out in the unknown. They're in space. They're exploring things that you know that are going to be a little off-putting sometimes. I'm good with that. But little dude just admitted that the entire thing he was just fucking with them the whole time.
Well, testing to see how they react. I mean, in the end, he needs help, and they still come back around and help him, even though he was a threat to them earlier.
But here's the thing: the only reason they do it is because of Kirk. I think everybody else is ready to fuck off.
Yeah, they were already.
Yeah, I think so too.
He'd have been a goner if it was real.
And Bailey was ready to kill him.
Yeah, I don't know. I just because like I said before, I was getting invested. I was like, I got to see how they get out of this. I got to see what goes on. And then, with the distress signal and all that shit, and Kirk's like, hey, we got to go over and help them, which I think is admirable and upholds Starfleet's ideals. And then they get over there just to find out that not only was the distress signal fake, but so was everything else.
Looks like this alien needs a spanking.
Yes.
I probably would have punted that little bastard across the fucking room.
Right? Right? I'd have been like, hey, for to beam up, but make sure that one of them ends up, I don't know, 400 meters off starboard.
So if the Engage crew was going through this, we'd come in the room and our captain would be drowning the poor kid in the punch bowl.
You're fucking right. I would, that little bitch.
It's like, you like Tranya so much? Here, have your fill.
Captain
in the punch bowl.
And what happened last time you did this? We almost got fired.
It's okay. We'll blame it on Dermy again.
Yeah, Dermy's in retrograde.
I had to discover your real intentions.
But you probed our memory bank.
Your records could have been a deception on your part.
Like every goddamn thing you said.
I have no crew, Doctor.
I would have punched that little fucker in the stomach right there when he started laughing.
From this small ship. But I miss company.
Oh, it's settled. Ryan doesn't babysit anyone's kids anymore.
Well, I rarely like other people's kids.
Bailey looks way too excited about this right now.
He's like, hey, little buddy.
Do you know where we can find a volunteer, Mr. Bailey?
You volunteer to spend time with this child? Yes, sir.
Creeper confirmed.
Find out more about us that way. And I'll get a better officer in return.
Yeah, and that's Kirk's like, oh yeah, you could definitely use some tutelage under this weird ass alien that we just met, and I'll get a better officer in return.
I'm gonna paw off my bad choice officer onto you. And play that. And you know what? We're never gonna hear from him again.
Wish of every pervert. You want to stay here on this ship all alone with this child that likes to drink? Yes, sir.
Yeah,
right.
I don't feel like they thought this out very well.
He doesn't even have a crew, and he's sitting out here like a miniature Alki fucking piloting a starship.
What's in this Tranya? Oh, you'll find out.
Comes back, the alien's in the corner crying. Bailey's all like, I had such a fun time, Captain.
We should do this again sometime.
I don't want to do this anymore.
That's definitely a Balak. Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. It's like he'd go home, get all his people, come back, and wipe Earth off the face of the galaxy.
We're not all like this, I swear.
That's for touching my no spot.
Much alike, Captain. You and I.
The hand holding is unnecessary, I feel.
I know.
It's really unnecessary.
It is not often I have this pleasure.
Come behind the curtain.
They're very much alike, Captain.
Yes, come this way.
And that's more or less the episode. That's yeah, they all go behind the curtain together. That's it. Oh, did we lose Alf?
He's switching his source.
Okay.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Thoughts?
Not the strongest episode.
Yeah.
Not the strongest episode. And kind of one of the creepiest. I mean, let's be honest. That ending is kind of creepy.
Sure. He's just taking him on a tour of his ship. The creepiest part of that, aside from fucking Bailey getting that shit-eating grin about, I'm gonna be left alone with a fucking child and a bunch of alcohol. Aside from that, like the creepiest part of that was the dubbing over of the voice. Even the puppet up close, there was nothing threatening or anything about it. It was just a puppet. But so as far as like him taking them on a tour of the ship, I know we were making jokes and all that. I don't really see any particular issue with that, as so much as this feels very like 80s sitcom. Like huge amount of trouble in the first 2 acts, and then it all gets wrapped up in a neat little bow at the end of the half hour. In this case, it was an hour, obviously, but
yeah, I guess kind of. I don't know. I just to me, this episode is kind of like, okay. It wasn't anything like crazy, super over the top.
Well, yeah. And I hate how it mostly, a lot of the other episodes they try to take it either off the Enterprise or you see the whole Enterprise. This one, you spend a lot of time on the freaking just main deck, Like,
yeah, on the
it's
bridge
from
itself.
There. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's very small kind of feeling. And it's
and that might have been a budgetary thing. Who knows?
Yeah.
But they were trying to create a very tense sequence, and I think to a degree they succeeded. But like I said, the happy-go-lucky nature of the ending just undercuts all of that stuff. It kind of makes it feel a little cheap.
Yeah.
And again,
I would agree.
The character of Bailey really was just a bother to me the whole episode. He just bugged me. And I know we've discussed how he was a representation of somebody breaking under pressure, but I just feel it was done poorly for me. I did not enjoy it.
Yeah. And there were some technical things that I thought were a little, like they were trying some new things out, it felt like, and some of them worked and some of them didn't. Like the cube when it first shows up. Obviously, it looked like a gobstopper or a Rubik's Cube or whatever, but the sheer amount of, like, they turned the contrast up so fucking far that it was almost just ugly as shit, like just a blob on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And that I don't think that worked out so well. I know they were trying to present like an alien thing, but and then later on with the unbalanced washer load effect. That was just goofy.
It was goofy. It really was, yeah.
But I did like earlier than that when they were under attack, and they with the gimbal effect and people getting knocked around and all that stuff. First of all, that's a staple of fucking Star Trek. That goes on throughout all of it. And it's a very recognizable part of Star Trek. And so it was nice to see that, because I think that this is the first episode where they really kind of leaned into that. Most of the time they're getting off the ship and having adventures off the ship. So I like that about it. I don't know. Alf, what did you think?
I like the some of the stuff in space where they're trying to figure out what this probe is, and then the thing. It was interesting, but a lot of drawn out sequences. I don't know if they were just trying to fill time. I don't know, but and then the little kid was just disturbing with the voice. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent episode, and they actually call back to Corbomite maneuver later on, I think. So,
right, and that like the whole bluff thing was pretty well done, I think. Overall.
Well, that's Kirk to a T.
Yeah,
and that's cool. That's cool.
He doesn't believe in not finding a way to a solution to a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there are things about it I liked, and then there are some other things I was just like, yeah, okay. I mean, it just overall, I think the ultimate payoff was like pretty corny in the end. It was just like it really kind of undercut it. So,
but the Tranya thing is something that lasts throughout Star Trek. Like, there's jokes about Tranya, and so like even in Star Trek Online, you can find Tranya in the game.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything that was ever obscurely referenced throughout the history of Star Trek is in that game somewhere. Yeah, it's.
Aren't you glad Alf got you into that game again, buddy?
I had gotten out successfully. I moved on to greener pastures.
And then this
fucking alternate universe Wesley Crusher becoming God, which was fucking retarded. But
what?
Oh yeah, if you haven't played Star Trek,
spoilers.
Online, it's a whole other thing. Mirror Universe Wesley joins up with their version of V'ger, who's Seeker, or as in Conqueror and not Voyager, and invades the main universe. And then V'ger has to come back from the edge of whatever the fuck galaxy it's in to fight off Seeker and Wesley.
Wow.
And Mirror Universe Crusher like betrays her son and all that stuff because she's from the fucking Mirror Universe.
And although Star Trek Online does reference things from the movies and shows, it's not canon.
Yeah, definitely not canon. But still, that's really reaching it. It's like basically bringing in V'ger and all that shit. Oh man.
Yeah,
that's a little rough.
Actually, have you guys seen Star Wreck? That's a thing. It's a real thing. It's a Finnish or a Swedish fucking parody.
No,
is it? I've never heard of it.
I haven't heard of it.
I've got a copy of it on DVD. It's fucking hilarious. Because it mixes and mashes Star Trek with like Babylon 5.
I never heard of it, but I never heard of it. But I did watch Galaxy Quest the other day. It was on TV.
Oh, I love that movie.
Galaxy Quest is still so good.
That's a quality fucking movie. This
Never
is not. This involves.
surrender.
This involves the captain walking out of the head with like fucking toilet paper stuck to his shoe.
Oh, it was funny because I put it on and I see the scene where Tim Allen is rolling for no apparent reason. The crew's just walking behind him. It's like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, it's so funny. Galaxy Quest is a fucking gem, man.
Yeah.
Well, because it makes fun of all the tropes from Star Trek, which is great.
I know, but at the same time, though, it's a really good movie, and it's a really good like space exploration movie as well.
Yeah, that's what's impressive about it is that it manages to be very tongue in cheek about the entire thing. It makes fun of all of the tropes, but it does it with love and respect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would honestly probably I'd very much watch a Galaxy Quest 2 if it had the same cast and obviously Tim Allen had a say in how it goes. It'd be really hard. Really hard without Alan Rickman.
Hi, Jay Frazier 360. Haven't seen you before. Welcome to the show.
I like that.
From my chat.
He's not wrong. Galaxy Quest was the last great Star Trek film.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
Well, next week we have the first part of a two-parter.
The origin of bathrobes and martini revisited.
The return of Pike.
Bathrobes and martini, the Redux.
Well, honestly, I don't know why we might be able to get through both parts in one thing because we can skip over everything Cage because we've already talked about it.
That's true.
Well, I mean, if we wanted to try to start like maybe I know that Adam, like it would kind of like mess with you a little bit, but if we wanted to start like maybe 15 minutes early, and then you just like kind of like throw your audience.
Yeah.
You can like end your stream and then throw your audience over to us, and then they could just pick up where, you know.
Well, I throw them here every day anyway.
Oh, do you? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. I promote on the way out the door. Definitely.
Well, no, you can actually raid people. I didn't realize that was a button you have to turn on to be able to have somebody be able to raid
I don't know
you.
I don't know how to do the raid thing. I've never done that before.
Oh, okay, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't know. I really don't know.
Fine.
I didn't.
Whatever.
I know how to do that on Twitch, but I've never looked at it on YouTube.
Yeah, you have to do like something behind the scenes on like, you know, your studio editor while you're live. You can't. I don't think you can do it beforehand. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, but either way, next week provides us an opportunity where we might actually be able to get through 2 episodes at once because large chunks of that is something we've already covered with the Cage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and I'm not necessarily opposed to doing like 2-parters as one, you know, kind of thing. But we run into the same problem that we do with the movies though too. Is like there's like I know what you're saying about the Menagerie, but there are other 2-parters coming down the pike that are not, you know, skippable necessarily. So we do run into that same problem we do with the movies where we may end up having to split them up.
Oh, I'm not against that. I'm just saying this is a unique time where we've actually discussed the content of an episode already, and we would be retreading ground we've already gone over.
I can also push back Engage an hour next week because you know that one time it's not a big deal.
Engage or your show?
I mean, in my show. Sorry, Get Ranked.
Get Ranked.
For Engage. Sorry. I could push it back.
I mean, we can figure it out. We don't have to do it. We don't have to decide anything today. We'll because speaking of Get Ranked, we have about 35 minutes, and so we should probably wrap this up.
Let's go around the horn. Horny Alf, where can people find you on the interwebs?
Hey, I'm on Twitter. I drop memes, do some commentary. I also obviously have a YouTube and a Twitch and a Kick and a Rumble. My Rumble's more just a backup. I don't really put anything on Kick right now, but I do double stream this show on my YouTube and on my Twitch. And I've got a consistent 1 viewer on Twitch, so I don't know who it is, but he's maybe one of you guys. I don't know, but someone's watching. So thanks for watching. This evening, I've got my Sunday Alf's Mayhem gaming stream. We're going to be playing Dead by Daylight. Devil Made Me Do It's going to be there. Ryan Reaper and green-haired anti-liberal. Paul Hadouken might drop in if he has time, but because it's a 5-player game. One player plays the killer and the other plays the survivors, and he's killer's trying to hunt everyone down. So
yeah,
we're doing it for Halloween. So
that's a good lineup.
So yep, that's where you find me.
Awesome sauce.
Nice.
Devil.
Hey, Devil Made Me Do It. Nalik3 on the Twitters. Check out Get Ranked every Sunday. Here starting in 30 minutes. Check out Beelzehub, subscribe, and check out Beelzepub every Saturday morning, 11 or 12 a.m. It's we're having a lot of fun with that. And I'm gonna put in the private chat. I made a short off of our first episode. If you want to play that, it might give everyone an idea of how it works.
Kenzo.
Yeah, for Kenzo.
Oh no, what happened?
Kenzo stepped in it. They didn't let it go.
Yeah. I put it in the private chat if you want to bring it up.
I'm loading it up. It's
so
loading. Hold on.
So that show starts at midnight on Saturdays?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Like, yeah. Friday going into Saturdays.
Okay.
Midnight Pacific.
So right up basically after Vet's talking.
Yeah. No, after Ball Busters.
Shorts work on
Oh,
Yes,
Ball
Ball
Busters.
Busters,
That's right.
yeah.
It's Friday going into Saturday. Yeah.
Kenzo exposed.
Please forgive Samuel. It's his first time YouTubing.
Kiss my ass. Shorts on desktop sucks.
I haven't watched this yet.
I can't. She ruined country music.
Who's the Taylor Swift fan?
Not me.
You fucking Swiftie.
I'm pointing down.
Pull out your phone. We want to see what that last 10 songs.
Yeah.
You
What's your
listened to.
ringtone?
Pull out Spotify. That sounds just ratchet. So I don't think.
Baby, I'm a daydream dressed like a nightmare. Oh, it's gonna be forever.
Oh my God.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, that's not right.
Okay.
You did that man so dirty.
You kind of walked into that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh man, I can't remember if I was still in the chat for that, but that was a fun show.
I think you were in. I think you were in the chat.
I was there for most of it, but at a certain point, I was like, guys, I have to get some sleep. I have to work in the morning.
Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people were like, okay, we're gonna go to bed. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But
it was still Friday morning, so it's like, fuck, I don't have the day off. I can't just like stay awake the whole time.
Exactly. That's why we moved it to the next night, because I figured if it's Friday late night going into Saturday, maybe more people could stop in and stuff because they have the weekend. So yeah, we're doing it the next night from now on.
Well, you're also on the West Coast, so you can hit up the people on the West Coast. That's just what was that midnight your time?
Yeah, midnight my time.
Oh shit, that's 2 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
1 a.m. for me.
Very
But
asleep.
to be fair, at that time on Saturday morning at 1 a.m, I have just finished doing a stream myself, so I will be up. I'll be in the chat for you.
Oh, cool. Well, feel free to come on whenever you want to. Like I said, it's kind of like we're doing like an open door policy. We might. I put up Streamlabs so I can start getting donations. The first $30 we make is going to actually getting the improve the StreamYards, so I can have more people on the screen and they can.
Oh yeah, because you only max out at 6 right now, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he does.
So I want to be able to have where more people can come on, but also Kenzo and Paul can stream to their channels too, just like we do for this one.
There I think there's like what's called like the basic plan or something like that. It's something that they were like working on. It's like $10 a month, and it's like just a step up or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm running a degree higher than that because I got more than one producer on or more than one admin added into my StreamYards, but I was on that basic plan for a while, and that would allow me to have like up to 10 people on the screen and all that stuff. Later on when we started doing simulcasting and stuff, I think that's still on that plan too. I don't know.
I'm on the
it is yeah. It's only the free plan that's not everything. So basically, when the basic plan is like you still have like you get like 10 people on screen. You can like simulcast or whatever, but you can only like go to like a couple of destinations. And like the step up is like you can go to it's just, I think the only thing it does, it gets rid of like the logo, and then like the professional plan, which is what I started on. You could stream to like 8 different places at once, and like you can have like 10 people on panel, like 2 people behind the scenes. Like if you want to like rotate them out and shit, it's like. They raised their prices. Like it went from like, the standard plan went from like 20 to 25, and the basic the professional went from like 40 to like 50.
Yeah, I shell out like 200 a year right now, a little over 200.
I can I can bring it up in our chat later, but there is a way to do it in Discord where you can stream the stream through Discord, and then you can bring all the people up in Discord the same way you do in StreamYards, and you don't have to pay extra.
Really?
Yeah.
And the other good thing about the plan is you get, depending on what level it is, you get their 50 gigs of storage. So you get the library.
Yeah.
And as soon as we're done here, it's instantly uploaded to StreamYard. So it makes it real easy to pull it down, clip things out, or re-upload it if you want to take the stream down and put it up on your channel or maybe a secondary live channel.
Yeah, no, I download all my streams within usually within like a day or a couple of days, and I transfer it right over to my Substack, where I'm trying to like build like a following there too. So yeah, it's nice that you can download the episodes. That's cool.
Yeah.
What in the fuck was that?
Oh, that was don't worry about it.
That was the 13th tentacle. He has no control over that one.
Oh fuck, that hurt. I cracked my head pretty good against my boom arm.
Ow.
You dumbass. All right, let's end this fucker.
Yeah. Adam, where can people find you?
I am Adam, Renaissance Nerd, YouTube channel, the same name. You can find me doing reviews, takes, streaming. Streaming schedule goes back to generally normal this week with Ahsoka and Wheel of Time over. Tomorrow night, 8:45 p.m. Eastern. Mellow Mondays starts the week, and we're good all the way through. And this Thursday is important, and it's relevant for this show because Star Trek Infinite comes out. Paradox's latest grand strategy game is set in the TNG era. I'm very excited to get that started this Thursday.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool, to be honest.
Good deal.
And up to 4 players, multiplayer. Up to 4 players.
Interesting.
I don't have a PC that can run it.
Each of us playing either Federation, Cardassians, Romulans, or Klingons.
I got a PC that can run it, so we maybe over for like a weekend or something, or maybe even a weeknight, we can figure something out. Maybe like Wednesdays at night, in the evening.
Yeah, I mean, I try to stream on Thursdays for gaming, definitely, but this Thursday is the test out. We're going to play it, and it's like if you ever played Stellaris, it looks like it's going to play very much like that. So
It's on Steam, right?
Yeah, it's on Steam. I've already pre-ordered it, so yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I feel like it's going to be a very, at least for me, a short learning curve to figuring it out how to play it. So because it looks like it's Stellaris, but actually Star Trek now, not just a mod on Stellaris. So I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Hey guys, I hate to do this. I got a jet real quick.
Yep.
Oh, all right, Bish. See you, buddy.
All right, later.
All right, it's my turn. So we're going to make this quick. Right after this, in 25 minutes, we are going to be on Beelzebub. We are going to be doing Get Ranked Sylvester Stallone movies. Yo, Adrian. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Sylvester Stallone, great action movie hero from the 80s, 90s. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, tomorrow night, God willing, going to be doing Game of Thrones. Obviously, unfortunately, new job, busy season is upon us. So, a lot of times, beginning of the weekend of the week are the busiest times. So, but we'll hopefully be doing that. And then, of course, next Friday night is the Royal Rumble. And then we repeat all over the weekend again to be on Samuel's channel for Screaming Into the Void. And then, of course, Star Trek Engage on Sundays.
Yeah. My name is Sammy the Infamous. Streaming from Sammy the Infamous. The whole thing. Do a lot of live streams. You can find me pretty much everywhere. Obviously, I'm a little off my game today, so I'm not going to, go into the whole spiel. But yeah, just go look up the channel. You'll find stuff. Anyway, that said, thank you all for coming. This has been a lot of fun, and it always is every week. I look forward to this.
Oh yeah, this was a lot of fun compared to yesterday's stream, which obviously yesterday's stream had important points to it, but I was so looking forward to this stream after talking about that garbage yesterday.
Yeah, for context, yesterday's Streaming Into the Void was, how do I put this? It was not fun, but I feel it was necessary.
Yeah, it wasn't as lighthearted as some episodes usually are.
Yeah. So, and if you guys are wondering about that, either go watch the stream or turn on the fucking news.
Yeah, I'd probably say go watch the stream. You'll probably get more honesty from us than the actual news. So, see, I go
still up, to be honest, because I said
so. Am I? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking about beaded glass because I was coming in pretty hot from seeing a horrendous video. Don't go to Twitter, by the way, and look that up. You don't want to see it. But D-Day says, great stream yesterday. Thanks, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
I barely contributed. So hands down, good job to Samuel. And, the kid, Shadow, did a great job. And it was good to have Troy on, too. So big shout out to the kid, though. He did a good job.
Yep, he did. And all that said, yeah, just go watch my shit. I mean, you're already on the channel.
Yeah.
Watch everything else.
Go watch my shit.
You're not going to hurt anything, and you might get some entertainment, and maybe a little bit of new knowledge out of it. Probably not. I talk out of my ass most of the time, but whatever. That said, I don't know. Usually I would pass it off to Alf since he's third in command here, but he dipped already. Ryan, what's the word?
I mean, I can. Oh, hold on. I can do a spiel for Alf. Go to his Twitter.
Oh no,
Alf.
he did his spiel.
Did he?
I wasn't going to pass that off to him. I was going to pass off saying the word to him. So what is the word, Ryan?
Engage.
Sorry, guys, wrong one.
Bye.
Wow. Jesus.
You know, back when I was in the academy, we would follow every toast with a song.
It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Come cheer up my nights, come cheer up my nights. 'Tis better to have loved and lost. 'Tis better to have loved and lost. Captain Jean-Luc Picard than never to have loved at all. To the Federation starship, come cheer up my nights, come cheer up my nights. 'Tis better to have loved and lost. Captain Jean-Luc Picard. 17346732147 Charlie 32789777 Tango 732 Victor 73117887324767897643676 Lock. When I have plucked the rose, G.O. Grey Hot, longing still for that which longer nurseth the disease. In faith, I do not love thee. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? When I have plucked the rose, longing still for that which longer nurses the disease. In faith, I do not love thee. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? 'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Come cheer up my nights, come cheer up my nights. 'Tis better to have loved and lost. Incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic. No one had a chance to interrupt. It was quite hypnotic. Incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic. No one had a chance to interrupt. It was quite hypnotic.
That's an interesting twist.